Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can make a beautiful long necklace featuring chakra and gemstones. So for my table here today, I have a lot of really neat things sort of laid out, and I've gone ahead and sort of picked the pieces that I want to put together here. So I have 3 feet of my Rollo chain here, and that's a beautiful gold plate. And I have some 5mm 20 gauge jump rings. I have my chakra link connector here, and then I have this lovely gemstone pendant. Now it comes like this, so it's nice and secure on there, so it's a really great little piece. But before I get into talking about my necklace, I want to share with you some of the other inspirations that we have for this. So I made another one over here, and I wanted to bring in the little tiny Swarovski crystals in a beautiful purple velvet. And I used another chakra connector. And down here, this is really unique. So this is a different sort of crystal point pendant that has 2 loops at the top. So I used some bar chain to sort of separate it and give it a little bit of geometric interest towards the bottom. But to bring back in some gemstones, I did this one here where I did 3 swags of gemstone chain. And this is a lovely Moroccan style chain up here at the top, but just simply connected with another chakra. And you can kind of see here that many of them are in gold and silver. So what I want to do is first draw your attention all the way over here to let you know that we do have all 7 chakras, and I have them in order here. So if you're familiar with them, you have your crown chakra, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. And what's lovely is they come in pairs, so you can make a great little pair of earrings. And I've done that here, featuring some scarlet Swarovski crystals, very simply done up to just add a little dangle here, and a nice little earring hook. So just a lovely way to present those. So you can use the lovely crystal points that we have here, or you can use some crystals or other gemstones or just any kind of bead really to just bring it to life. So I have some lovely gemstones up here, and like I was saying, we do have a couple with those double loops here. We have a turquoise and a rose quartz here, which is really, really just nice, and it's a light pink color, so it's not too bright, which is really, really nice. I do have a couple here that have a different type of top. This is sort of a little bale top, as you can see, and the topper on this has little crystals adorning the top, but it is nice and secure, so you're getting a nice little swing to it. So another lovely choice here. And to sort of mirror that, we have a larger point here that has a little bit of a cage topper to it. It has a big, beautiful loop there at the top. So just, you know, a lot of different things that you can do with many of these. So I just wanted to bring a few here to kind of point out some of the different things that you can do. But I'm going to go ahead and make a very simple long necklace in this video here. All right, so what you're going to need is you're going to need a pair of flush cutters, and then I have 2 pairs of chain nose pliers, and these are just mostly going to help me with those jump rings. So if you have all of your supplies, we'll go ahead and get started. Now, like I said, I have 3 feet of chain here, and you'll notice that I did not have a clasp on my table because what I want to do is make a nice long necklace that I can just trim and or just slip right over my head. All right, so what I want to do is I want to align this so that I can do a little chain dangle from here to my gemstone. And I think I want to keep it fairly short. So I think I'm going to do just about an inch or so there. So I'm going to go ahead and take my flush cutters, and I'm going to trim off just about an inch. All right, there we go. Just remove that link. And don't forget, we'll be adding jump rings here, so you'll include that in your size. Yeah, I'd say that's a little over an inch, I'd say, but you can judge how you want. That's why it's nice that you'll get 3 feet of chain there. All right, and I'm just going to take some jump rings here in my pliers. Now, like I said, these are open 5mm 20 gauge jump rings. Give it a little gentle twist. And now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slip it on to the last link in my chain there. There we go. And then I'm going to add on my pendant and just close that jump ring up. There we go. All right. And now I already have one of my jump rings that was open from my package here, But I'm going to do the same thing on the other side here. I'm just going to slip it onto that last link in the chain. Make sure it's hanging the way I want it to. And then I'm going to slip on my connector. There we go. Just give it a little squeeze, make sure it's nice and flush. All right, so that's the first part. That's the nice and easy part here that I have. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and sort of separate my chain here because I'm going to be working with both of these ends. Now to get a nice clean end on there, I'm going to show you a nice little trick that you can do with jump rings to help your work lay just a little bit flatter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one jump ring, loop it onto my connector, and close that jump ring up. And then I'm going to take one jump ring, again, just simply twisting to open, attach it to one of my links on this side of the chain, and go ahead and close that up. And I'm just going to repeat that on the other side. All right, there we go. And close that jump ring up. All right, so now I have my 3 jump rings in place here. So now I just want to bring them all together. So take one more jump ring here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop on one side of my clasp there. I'm going to loop on my connector and loop on the other jump ring. All right, and now I'm just going to close that up. Make sure it's nice and flush. You don't want to have it sticking out. And then you'll see when I sort of pull it apart that it is that nice hanging dangle right there. And that way you don't have anything that's too chunky right here, but it is just a nice little separation so that when you lay it flat, you have a lovely little necklace. So like I said, this is the point where you could adjust this chain. It is very long here, but I kind of like that it sort of hangs in that lovely Y-shape necklace. So that is just one of the inspirations that you could do with the chakra connectors. You could also make various bracelets and earrings as shown here. And all of these tutorials and all of these items will be, of course, available at beadaholique.com.